Hello and welcome back to Slay Spire. My name is Kenneth and today we are going to give Ascension a try for the first time. It does look like indeed we did unlock it after defeating the Time Warp guy last time. Before I forget though, I did want to point out that now that we've unlocked Ascension, I think I might stream Slay Spire a little more once again. And that is just to give a heads up just in case we unlock some more Ascensions here in the future between episodes, but I did want to get this first one out on YouTube first. And so let's see what we're going to pick here. I don't think we're going to lose our starting relic. Maybe transform 2 cards to try and get us some kind of interesting synergy going on early on. It's probably going to be 2 bashes, I'd imagine. Okay. Bad we can't pick Decay as one of our cards to transform. So we get Rampage and Pummel. Now on first glance, those 2 cards don't necessarily have too much synergy with each other, but we could maybe go for a strength deck with Pummel or something. They are both obviously at least better than base strikes though. Where do we want to go here? Let's try to go through the path with 3 elites. I'll be one of these 2 ways and see what we can make happen. There is a shop on the right side though, and not anywhere else. Right side has 2 elites only. Maybe we will go for the right side and go for this late shop. It'll only be 2 elites, but still be fine. I guess both ways we have a shop in between, just in case we change our mind or something. It'll be here that we make that decision. That'll start Jawworm. Let's go for Bash, and I think we're fine to just take the damage. 3 times 4 is 12. 9. Try to finish him off next turn if we get lucky and get our Rampage and strikes. We did not. He's not going to attack us anyways, so just need 1 more good set of attacks, and that's our Jawworm done. Let's see what we get here. Thunderclap, Hemokinesis, and Clothesline. Not really sure if any of these fit anything we want to go for at the moment. Could give Clothesline a try and just go for some generic attack deck, but that doesn't sound like it's going to work out too well in the long run. I think we'll still pick it though. Give it a try. We've only picked it like once before or something like that. Probably can take out this guy. We're definitely going to trigger his curl up for before we can kill him. Oh, that's 1 mouse down. This is the one that debuffs us, I do believe. It's not chosen to so far, which is fine. Is not going to be enough damage, unfortunately. So 1 more round. And a strike. Not too bad. Only 4 HP below max now. Burning Pact, another Pummel, or Infernal Blade. I think with Decay it might not be a bad idea to take Burning Pact. Try and save ourselves some HP here and there. Let's go for this question mark. We get Living Wall again. Probably going to be remove a card. And that'll be Decay even though we picked up that Exhaust. So I think we will skip this shop to the right. See what this next question mark is, and that'll decide whether we go for that one. Our next shop there. The Clothesline, I think, and Let's just defend. Rampage, Strike, and Burning Pact. I think we will Rampage and defend twice. I'm kind of shifting from more offensively focused these past couple fights to defensively. Definitely don't need to get through this enemy that quickly. Find a clothesline and defend. It's probably going to weaken us if I remember correctly. Indeed. There's Rampage. Pummel take him out? It will not. But Strike and Pummel will. A whole 1 times 4 damage on that last attack there. Body Slam, Rage, and Clash. We haven't really tried any kind of Clash deck yet. We do have a fair number of attacks to non-attacks. If we weed out some defends, we can maybe make a Clash work. But not sure I want to go for that. We could maybe try a Rage again, and that'll make a Body Slam more intriguing in the future. I think if we're going to go for more attack-focused deck, Rage will help fix our block. In which case, we may want to go here and remove a block immediately. Does not sound too bad. Alternatively, we could have this Campfire and upgrade something. Not sure what that something would be at this point. So maybe I will just go for the 2 elite path, and that'll probably make it more likely that we survive, to be honest. Let's see here. Let's remove defend without looking at our shop at all, just so we don't get tempted. Now what can we buy? Skills cost 0 whenever we play skill exhausted. Battle Trance is pretty good, I think we're going to go for that. No Headbutt, also pretty tempting. We'll get a bunch of card draw going, I think. We have, let's see, what do we have here? We have Burning Pact on top of that, so we'll just make sure not to do it in the wrong order. We have 3 sentries. Shouldn't be too bad. I think a Rage and then 2 strikes will be fine. And by 2 strikes I mean a strike and a Rampage, obviously. We'll go for the front one, I think. This one's more likely to die sooner though, so maybe we'll go for the back one. Better odds that we take him out in like the next turn or something. That way. Let's see, we have a Pummel and a Strike, so that's 8 and then 14, not quite enough. Not have Rage this turn or anything, so we just end up a bunch. Then go for the Pummel maybe. Don't have any strength ups yet, so it's not going to do any more than that. Take 6 damage. Pretty reasonable, I guess. Let us Battle Trance maybe, just to see what we get. We're going to be 1 damage short on a clothesline, being able to kill this sentry this turn. There's a Rage. Can't get 2 things out of it though, so I might just skip that. Unless we went like Rage, Rampage, Defend. Ash, not great to play here since none of them will be debuffed with their artifacts. I think I'll go for taking no damage. Still 1 short on this sentry, but oh well. Maybe we'll get it next turn. We do have this artifact potion. Won't be useful this turn, but would later on. Let's exhaust a Dazed. That will be this one dead. And I think we'll defend. Over attacking. Another 3 damage. Gonna be 2 more fights of healing with Burning Blood to get back up to full. At this point. And it seems like that's only going to get further and further from the case as we continue just to draw into Dazed. Here's a Rage and a Clothesline or Burning Pact. I think Rage, Clothesline actually isn't fine once again because of Artifact, so let's Burning Pact. Dazed probably. There's 16 damage. In that case, Rage and then hit this guy. Slowly getting willed, but not really fast enough to be any kind of worry. Have probably got to bash or something here. Yeah, will still be enough. Can use to give us Dazed, which next set shouldn't matter so much. Rage, Strike, and Rampage for a ton of damage. You will soon be dead, Mr. Sentry. Let's see. It'll probably be Clothesline and a Strike, and it's over. Get Darkstone Periapt. So we may take some curses in the future, especially with Burning Pact. You have Metallicize, Body Slam, and Infernal Blade. Both pretty alright. If we aren't going to have any blocks in our deck, then Metallicize might be the right pick for a little while. Still don't have enough block really to warrant a Body Slam, especially an unupgraded one. We'll go to this campfire to upgrade something though. That something will probably be... not too sure yet. A lot of good choices really. Upgrading a Rampage could be good. Increase our chance of getting damage over time really. Burning Pact, also a good choice. Same for Battle Trance. Rage being a little more useful, also not too bad. Spell size only gives 1 more per turn, so could make the difference, but I don't think it's good enough. I think 2 weak and 2 vulnerable is fine for now. I think it's between Rage or Burning Pact. I think we can afford not to upgrade Rampage for a while. And hopefully we'll get like an armament or something before then. Probably gonna go for Rage. Let's see what we get in his chest. Ginger, can't become weakened. Do like that. And another chest. Tiny chest, gain 30 gold. You're 10% more likely to find treasure in question mark rooms. Again, don't mind that. So I think we'll go for our... Sorry, I had to clear my voice there a second. Throat, I mean. This elite, I was gonna say. Let's see. Let's Battle Trance, I think. Trying it in some better cards. I think that's going to be a bash into something else to set up for next turn. This is only 12 damage, as is that. In that case, let's upgrade Rampage for next time we see it. Get our Metallicize. I think we're fine to play it this turn, especially with a Clothesline. Only going to take 1 damage. Which there, an upgraded Metallicize actually would have made the difference, but I'm sure that won't come up as often. We'll just go all in on attacks, I think. Still just hovering around 60 HP, it looks like. Is this enough? He's not vulnerable anymore. We can make him vulnerable though. We might have enough without that. 6 and 12 is 18. This is going to be 8. It'll be 12 with Bash. Fortunately, it does look like it's going to take one more turn. Unless I'm miscounting somewhere. In which case, I think we are fine to defend up a little bit with Rage. Probably Pummel Strike, because that'll still be quite a lot of damage. Perfectly calculated. Would like to kill him this turn though, which we can do. Not too shabby. Get Toolbox at the start of each combat, add a random colorless card to your hand. It's tempting to think about not picking up a card like that though. There's a Flex. Don't really know how well a Flex is going to work out in this deck. The only thing it really buffs is Pummel, which it does exhaust itself anyways. So I might just pass up this hand. Twin Strike would be the only other option. But I don't think we're going to need that. So skip, and I think we'll still take Toolbox. We haven't really tried it too much yet, so maybe it'll make something amazing happen. I don't have too much money after spending a little in that first shop, but I think we will still go for the second one. Instead of potentially upgrading 2 cards, get Panache for free. Every time you play 5 cards in a single turn, deal 10 damage to all enemies. Not very likely to happen so far in this deck, but I guess there's no really reason to think about it too hard since we might never get it again in the future anyways. Thinking about clotheslining one of these two. Let's go for the right one. Alright. Battle Trance. We have a Rage we can play if we want. I would like to not take 6 damage, and that should give us way more than 6. Probably this. Kill that one. And this one should go down fairly quickly afterwards. Dash. Pummel. And then we're fairly likely to draw into just about anything to kill him. Especially if we get Battle Trance. Yep, that'll be a Rampage. 69 HP. The perfect amount, as some would say. Evolve. Shuffle 2 wounds into your draw pile. Whenever you draw a wound, draw a card. Haven't really gotten a chance to make that work in the past. Fire Breathing. If we are just going to go for a bunch of attacks, I guess Fire Breathing would be the best choice here. Not really certain Evolve will work out, so go over the shop. Lab. We're gonna get way more potions than we really know what to do with. Don't need this poison one, I think. I think I'd rather have a Swift Potion than one of these. It'll probably be the Ancient Potion we get rid of. Or is one Swift Potion enough for the near future? We do only have the boss pretty much after this next fight. Maybe we'll take the Artifact Potion for that then. What boss are we fighting? Looks like Hexaghost. Yeah, let's just go with this. bunch of small slimes. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, they take 3 damage. Sure. We have a couple debuffs at this point, so that should work out fine. Fortunately, can't play both this turn. Can kill one of these guys, though. I think we will go for a defend and a clothesline. Take as little damage as possible. That should theoretically kill this last one. It did. No need to play Battle Trance. They are immune to the green guy's effects. They're weakens. We have Metallicize, which I think we'll play with, along with 2 strikes and get rid of the middle guy. Still should be immune to this effect. Or indeed. There's our fire breathing. Not going to be too useful at this point. I think we will probably not play it then. Instead play 2 regular defends. It'll only ever do 9 damage to this guy if we played fire breathing first, so. There's fire breathing again, unfortunately. We will probably Burning Pact. Probably find a Burning Pact fire breathing here. Battle Trance. Well, there's a Strike and Rampage. Unfortunately, Rampage is not upgraded, but we won't take any damage regardless thanks to Metallicize. Looking fine. Take a little damage this fight, but none really to be worried about too much. We did have an explosive potion. might have well been worth playing this battle, now that I think about it. But we made it through regardless. Get some gold. Shrug it off, Heavy Blade, and Perfected Strike. Not looking too good on the strike count. And don't really have strength going, nor do we really want block through a skill, so we shall skip these. To our shop with not too much money, unfortunately. Oddly smooth stone. Don't think that's going to work out too well for us. I would have liked ice cream, definitely. Offering, kind of tempting. Almost strike as well. I think we'll go for card removal though. Another block out of the way. And let's actually take Pommel Strike. Do want to get some energy in the future, which is why Ice Cream would have been good there, but we'll just have to wait for another opportunity. I'll upgrade a card. I think we're fine to do that. Only down 18 life before we boss. Fire breathing, not really necessary to upgrade, I don't think. I think we did say we were going to upgrade. What does this become? Oh, Pommel Strike's really good, I think. No need to upgrade Metallicize still. Probably between Rampage or Pommel Strike. I guess going into the boss, Rampage is probably better. Pommel Strike will be better once we get more energy going. For now, let's get Rampage. Should be pretty useful against this boss. Good Instincts, gain 4 block. Probably don't need to use that immediately here. Even though it's free. I'd rather save it for a turn we actually need the block. I don't remember if Hexaghost debuffs us at any point, but I still will drink this immediately. Let's see, let's Pommel Strike just in case we get something interesting. Get our Bash. We want Rampage to upgrade immediately though, so I think we will skip on Bash and get Pummel out of our deck. So we have a lot of damage coming in here immediately. Might be a clothesline turn. And defend or metallicize. I guess taking 2 more damage to gain block on future turns is fine. This is gonna hurt quite a bit though. Fire breathing. Another clothesline, which I think we do want to put down to keep his weak going. In that case, I think we do Rage, just to make sure we take no damage. We will only take 3 otherwise, but I'd rather not take any. We'll get Fire Breathing out of our deck sooner than later. There's Rampage again, definitely gonna throw that down. Probably after a Bash, I'd like. He's going to buff himself. So once again, drew good instincts on the wrong turn, unfortunately. Let's try to get our Rampage coming back as soon as possible. Good turn to use our Fire Breathing and finally get it out of the deck. Looks like actually, I don't know why I thought Good Instincts was an exhaust card. So it is going to stick around regardless, which is a little unfortunate. That's why I did consider not taking Toolbox. But I think Toolbox still should be fine on most turns. We will Clothesline here. You want to Rage before that? I think so. We'll get Rampage next turn. We are probably going to be a little bit of trouble once he lights fully back up. Finally an okay turn for Good Instincts. Rampage again. Maybe should have Raged there now that I think about it. Wrong order. Yeah, I know. Does hurt inside a little bit knowing I did that wrong. But still took no damage. Another Clothesline. Keep that going. We still Battle Trance to try and get our Rampage as often as possible. I'm going to try to go for Rampage again here. This turn. Probably fine not to. Definitely want Weak for his 6th turn. Next time. I guess in that case, I think we'll still Pummel Strike for the damage, I was going to say. I guess we'll just take no damage this turn. Didn't really want to lose a chance of playing Rampage. That is going to advance us quite a bit. Good to Rage. Once again, no damage taken. A lot of burns though, so definitely want to get through this as quickly as possible now. I think we can afford to wait a little bit for our next Rampage. Since we definitely weren't going to kill him that turn if we got it. We have an explosive potion if it comes down to it. Rampage Clothesline again. take 5, and I think we should make it through this. We didn't need to use our Swift Potion or anything, so not too bad a Hexaghost fight. We get Demon form would be an alright pick. Let's go for that. Mark of Pain. First key. First key could be good with Darkstone Periapt. Let's take that and give it a try. Try and gain some max HP. I think we will go on to the second act of this video still, where we will fight the Collector, I think. You want to say it's the Collector. Right side has a late shop, which I think we'll go for. No way to get there from the left side. And we are probably going to spend all our money again at one of these early shops. We'll take this path. We have a Spirit Guardian and Purity. I think we're fine to Demon form turn 1. Don't want to get rid of anything in my hand. We'll get these cards out of our deck immediately. Probably Pummel still too. Though, now that I think about it, we just played Demon form, and that will increase this damage a lot. We have 4 energy, I almost forgot as well, so we'll still, Pummel Strike, I think. But, probably should have saw what our next card is first. All size. May have wanted to play that there, but, you have to remember now that we start with 4 energy. Is there a reason to draw a bunch of cards? I guess if we get Rampage, we'll definitely want to play it this turn. Did not. It'll be Fire Breathing, Clothesline, and probably Defend. We are now Frail, which is fine with the archetype we're going for. Rage, Rampage, Pommel Strike. Did miss out on a Clothesline. You have 2 more artifacts to get through, which may have meant we should have played that first turn differently now I think about it. Did totally skip over the fact that we had that. This is game though. Looking good. Strength Potion. Chum. I think we're fine to not pick up over these guys. Rupture. Don't think that's going to work out too well with what we have so far. I think we're fine skipping Cleave. We don't have any AoE otherwise, but it'll take too long to make this strong enough to be worth it, I think. We have our shop. Should we remove card? At the very least, hitting up 2 shops will mean we can remove 2 cards. I think is fine. Don't think Armaments is going to be good enough in this deck. We'll try upgrading the cards we actually need upgraded manually. I will remove a Defend though. Only 1 left after that. Onwards to this question mark. I don't see a reason not to go for that elite. Purifier. Before you lies an elaborate strewn to a forgotten spirit. I'll remove another card, which will be our last Defend. Looking good, I guess. Dramatic Entrance. Innate, deals 6 damage to all enemies and exhaust. May as well play that now, I think. Paralyze, Fire Breathing, and we still will Rampage over the other 2. In which case we might have wanted to not play Fire Breathing, potentially. I guess Weakening is also good to get out of the way. With the way our deck is built though, we shouldn't get too many days this time around against this Chosen. Now let's just go for that. Rampage. Should end this fight sooner in the future because of it. There's Demon Form, which you are fine to play. Strike. Don't need to rage or anything. Let's go for Pommel Strike first. That's Battle Trance. There's our Clothesline, so I think we will put down. We'll wait one more go around for Pommel, which should deal enough damage to one-hit KO him then. If it didn't already, to be honest. 4 times 4, 16, not quite enough. Rampage. Is this enough this turn? I'll be 30. Yep. That is one dead chosen. No damage. Decided not to attack us at all. Definitely what I like to see. We'll try going for Wound Deck in the future sometime, I think. That should be interesting. For now, let's skip over these guys once again. Just tempting to take a upgrade Cleave. I think we're fine without it. You have a Centurion and a Mystic. Jack of all trades, add one random colorless card to your hand. Is that not already what this artifact does? It's kind of funny, he still lets us re-roll it. We already have Rampage. We'll save this for a turn we want Rampage and don't have it, I think. This is from our draw pile, so we can't immediately Rampage and then get it back, unfortunately. Pommel Strike, Battle Trance. I think I will Rage, just to get a little bit of healing. Alternatively, could Burning Pact. A Strike away. We will Clothesline, I think, still. Quite a few ways you could have played that turn. Didn't block up though, so we aren't going to get him this turn. Let's clear some powers from our hand, I think. And healed back up as well. Fire Breathing, Pommel Strike. Let's see if we get... I think this overrides draw. I do kind of want to know for future information though. Will this still give us Rampage? It will. Good to know. In that case, can we kill you? 18 plus 8 is not quite enough. I definitely want to play Rampage this turn though, so I'm still gonna play it. Maybe should have Raged on top of that. Oh, we'll just strike again instead. May have played an extra attack that turn. I don't think so. Definitely did forget to count our fire breathing though. Don't even need to hit this Mystic. Not bad. Evolve plus. I think we already have too many powers in our deck, otherwise I would actually pick it this time. Clash is good though, as long as we get rid of our skills. I think it's our first time picking a Clash. And get Rampage or something, if we'd like. We actually can play Clash this turn, so I think we will. Let's get a random strike out of our deck then. Or are we clashing? Probably the sneaky gremlin. Still immune to weak. Let us battle trance, I think. Don't want a burning pact before that. I think the answer is no. Probably rage and then play a bunch of attacks here. You have 21 HP. Not any good way to not take a ton of damage. And not waste our turn on this gremlin. I think we will just play everything on this gremlin. And take 9 damage. This should be him respawning them, unfortunately. Get bash and vulnerable on him. And by bash and vulnerable, I mean vulnerable and weak. Through bash and clothesline. Enemy like this would rather have had a cleave, I think it's called. Let's metallicize here. Let's go for battle trance. Almost strike you. To get rid of rage, we can clash, depending on what we draw. Do we have any skills left? If we get battle trance, we can't play clash. I don't think it's really worth all the effort, though. Let's just go all in on hitting our Gremlin leader guy. Doesn't seem like he's going to do anything too consequential. We'll rage, just because that lets us play clash. Which will probably be more damage in the long run. Ash, pummel. That was enough. Frozen egg. Whenever you add a power to your deck, it is upgraded. Looking good. Don't need a dex potion. Let's take Headbutt, I think, finally. That should work well with our Rampage. And upgrade something. Maybe should heal here, but we'll just upgrade something instead. Demon form is nice. As is Pommel Strike, really. We do want to get our draw in place so that we get Rampage as much as possible. Especially as we add a couple cards here and there. And Pommel's easier to play than Burning Pact. But so is Battle Trance. I think we'll go for Pommel Strike. Question mark. We have a Snake Plant. And some free heals with this bandage. I think we will just go for all our damage preventing stuff. We want a Battle Trance. I'd rather not miss out on our first Rampage. In which case we probably should have done that first. I don't think we're going to get a good chance to Demon Form this battle. Probably better served just by going for everything else in this hand. I should have Pommel Struck first. We still need to Rampage. Definitely though, should have played Pommel over a Strike if we played a Strike there. Can Burning Pact a Rage? I think should be fine. Can I Headbutt Rampage or anything? Does not look like it. Let's Pommel Strike. Headbutt. Almost strike, I guess. For next turn. You get Demon Form. Probably should have played Clash at some point there. Still gonna have to get used to Clash existing since this is our first time picking it. Didn't really think about the possibility of drawing a power or something with Pommel Strike. This is probably GG to this guy. Nine damage. That'll be Clothesline, and you're dead. That poison potion we can't pick up. Still just neglecting our potions for whatever reason this run. There's Wild Strike. I don't think we want any of these though. Not even Bloodletting. Left or right? Right has an Elite, a Shop, and then an Elite. Quite a few options going to the right as well. Let's go to the right. It is looking a bit dangerous that way, but should be fine. Clumsy. Breach Curse in your deck. Sorry to combat with 1 additional strength. Got a weird Curse synergy getting started here, I guess. So, Elite time. It's gonna be a little scary depending on what it is. We'll go Stabbing. Oh, we'll try not to die, I suppose. I'll trance. Thinking either... I think we kind of have to rage here. Kinda unnegotiable. So, Rampage, Headbutt. Maybe should have Clotheslined. But I do want Rampage for next turn. And then we're not going to draw anything with Pommel Strike. No damage was taken, however. There's Rampage again. Now we're going to want to Metallicize so that we can Clash. I think we will get Pommel out of our deck. Gonna take a ton of damage here, though. 30 HP left. How much damage does our Rampage do? 24. Will be 44 if we can draw it. Which I think we might want to go for. This is definitely starting to get to a bit of a full hand. Not quite. I think we are going to take some damage here. But we can set up for next turn, at the very least. With a Clothesline. I think is the right play. Should save about the same HP as a Rage, really. We are almost guaranteed to draw Rampage, but we could get pretty unlucky. Which could kill us. But we got it. That's what's important. So, Explosive Potion. Bottled Flame. Can start with an attack card. I think that'll probably be Rampage. Add a card. Disarm isn't too bad. Don't think we can really make Body Slam work yet. Unless we get a bunch more energy and such. Especially an unupgraded one. I think we will take Disarm still though. Just in case the battle takes too long. I think we're going question mark, shop. Either way we're going to have to fight Elite before Campfire. We will have 2 fights this way before Campfire, but I think if we can make it through this Elite, we can make it through this enemy. Needs to be a heal of some sort. Duplicate a card in your deck. That would probably be either a rampage or a clash at this point. I don't suppose a relic effect gets duplicated if we pick that. I imagine not, but rampage I think is still a good pick. Get 2 of those floating around. Or is it? I think it's fine. I guess we'll learn if it's fine in the upcoming battle. Bandage would probably be nice. As would meat on the bone, which we can't afford. Can't really afford to remove a card either, so we're keeping that curse around a little bit, it looks like. Which I guess is fine for Duvu Doll. Maybe a regen potion. So what we actually pick up here. War Cry. I think War Cry might be fine. Really just lets us replace whatever's on top of our deck, so maybe not. Yeah, I think we'll skip these after all. And take this block potion, I think, instead. Nope, we have an elite. This is probably our deciding point of whether we'll actually make it this battle or not. That is a lot of damage coming in. So let's drink up our regen potion, probably block potion as well. Set up Metallic size. I would like to set up demon form here too. We will lose out on a rampage if we do that. So it might be a clothesline and rampage instead. So no way to make clash work, and I don't think there's a reason to draw 3 this turn. It is going to be a pretty close battle, it looks like, though. And we lose 2 strength. We're gonna have to use that. This is what, 12 to 15. I think we might have to explosive potion an enemy away. Fortunately, can't lay disarm on top of the bash this turn. I think we're probably gonna go for the disarm over the bash. Only 20. Bash Pummel also gets rid of this slaver without having to use explosive potion. Only 29 damage though, not enough to explosive potion kill like both of them this turn or anything. I think we'll go for the one that we can handle. Do really want to disarm something this turn to make sure we live, so I will use that instead of the strike. Probably the Taskmaster. And take 12 more damage. We did avoid getting a netted or something though, which is also why I want to kill that guy. Forgot to mention. So you've got to die, Slaver. Either that or we can rage for a bunch, which might actually be the best choice here. These draw 1 energy attack. We did. Final Trance. Got our Rampage as well. It'll be a Rampage headbutt, I think. Got our Rampage back. Plenty of block that turn. We're getting a bunch of wounds, which is going to make it really hard to play Clash. Got our 2 Rampages. So we're just going to play everything but our Clash since we have a wound. Which is unfortunate since that would have killed him otherwise. So we did indeed make it through. Blood Vial. Gonna be helpful with the choices we're apparently making. There's a chance at Cleave again. I think I'm still gonna turn down. Battle Trance is nice, other than the fact we can't Battle Trance into a Battle Trance. So I think we'll only stick at 1 for now. Flex. I think we can afford to turn down. Regular battle. This is probably going to be a little tougher than the fight in the last one, I think. Can play everything pretty much though. This Slaver has got to go. This 6 and 18 damage. Oh, can we kill this Slaver? Alternatively, we could try for Rage with Burning Pact. That is 9, 19, 26. I think we need Burning Pact here. And probably exhaust Demon Form. Battle Trance. Did get Rage. I don't think it's worth fire breathing for the clash. Or is it? Let me just double check. Nope. We are going to Rampage and Headbutt instead. Doesn't matter which we pick. Flash may have been a bad choice in this deck after all. With how many powers we picked up, takes a little too long to get going. 8 damage coming in. Gonna have to metallicize for sure. It's not enough to kill it on its own, so with Demon Form gone, we will just pummel. Even though I just realized that was kind of pointless since his plated armor is gone. But getting it out of the deck is fine. Did get Rage, that is probably going to save us here. Battle Trance again. Burning Pact, huh? I don't think we can play it. Our Clash again, that is. Could have gotten rid of a strike and then maybe made that work out, but just have to live for now. Good instincts. Surprisingly keeping us from dying. Give me a Rampage. Pretty close here. 8 more damage coming in, but we actually do indeed survive. See, no problem. Told you that as long as we can make it to that elite, we'll be fine. Didn't have any doubts in my mind. Totally. He says while totally doubting whether this deck will make it through the boss. Pretty tempted to pick Shrug It Off after how that went, but I guess we just have to have some faith. Can't really make Feel No Pain work either. We are gonna heal up here. Only going into this boss with 36 HP. What could go wrong? Especially against a Collector. Got 2 weak and -2 strength. It is a little bit of a waste. It's one of those turns he definitely will not be attacking, which is this one. But 4 turns of weak is pretty good. Can't remember if we decided it was definitely a good idea to kill these minions. I think the answer was yes. Let's Battle Trance to see what we get. I would like to Demon Form, but I don't think we have the time for it. It'll be a rage and then a bunch of attacks, I think. I think we'll go for 3 attacks, just to take no damage. Ash is tempting though. Go for the 38 HP one. Seems like we did make an okay choice in choosing to kill a minion. Fortunately, not going to be defending much. You've got to go. You'd get a rampage, so no need to headbutt, I guess. Which, it's not in our discard pile now anyway, so... Taking a bunch of damage here. But, looks like we'll be fine. We need a battle trance. And play this rage, it looks like, to get... Go clothesline. Just keep damage coming in at a minimal. I think he may get ahead of us here, though. Especially only at 17 regular HP. They're vulnerable and frail now. Maybe I should start getting rid of some strikes. With Burning Pact. The clothesline again. I don't think we need a battle trance. If we get Demon Form or Rage, we won't be able to clash if that comes up, so we'll skip it for now. We need to block, so you gotta go down. Not too bad a turn. Good play, I think. Other than the fact we can't block this turn and are probably dead. Oh, we're saved with a rage. We do just rampage twice over Ashing. Because then we could bring back a rampage next turn. Probably the higher damage one. He is giving us a turn here. We have to battle trance to see what we get, I think. To see if we can clash. I think we just go all in on damage. Is Bash Rampage enough? It actually is. Wow, we survived the Collector. Pretty good. Definitely was not worried one bit. Totally. Double tap on Rampage sounds really good, but it is a skill that will continue to hinder our clash. I think clash did actually help enough to make a difference that battle over the course of things. Let's give double tap a try. It does look like we're focusing more on Rampage than any other card at this point. Sure, Lizard Tail me or Calling Bell? I might be a madman and pick Calling Bell. That is 18 max HP and 3 more strength at the start of battle. Will probably hinder us a great deal. Let's give it a try though. I'm doing it. Bell Toll's Parasite. If transformed or removed from your deck, lose 3 max HP. A second Parasite and arrive. Get Toxic Egg, so skills get upgraded when they're added to our deck. Get Orichalcum and Happy Flower. For 3 turns gain some strength. Orichalcum should be helpful. On turns we get unlucky. I think that is going to bring us to the end of this episode. We somehow made it to Act 3 with this deck on our first Ascension run. So, thank you once again for watching. Do consider watching again next time if you want to see how this run turns out. And see you next time.